Today's video will be another video on time, and today's topic will be the quarter and half past meaning with an analog clock. And I'm going to use the Math Learning Center website once again to show you how those look. So why don't we go ahead and take a look at that now. So once again, I'm going to be using the Math Learning Center website here, and I will leave a link in the description down below so you can take a look at this here. So in a quarter of an hour, the big hand, the minute hand, travels a quarter of the way, 15 minutes, around the circle. At a quarter past, the hand points to 3. And when it points to 9, it is a quarter to. Okay, so if that all sounds kind of weird, no worries. Like I said, I'm going to use the Math Learning website here to show you this here. So here it says that at a quarter past, the hand points to 3. So I'm just going to take the minute hand here, and I'm just going to move it down to 3. And I've got the digital hand here to kind of assist you in seeing what the time is here. So this is a quarter past 12 here. In the digital clock, it shows 12:15 a.m. here. So that's what a quarter past looks like here. So then it says that when it points to 9, it's a quarter to. So again, I'll just take the minute hand and then slide it on over to the 9. And now I've got a quarter to 1 a.m. because again, using the digital clock for guidance, it says 12:45 a.m. So all the colors here represents the amount of time that's been used here. So you saw on the 3, a small chunk represented a quarter past, and now this quarter 2 represents how much time is left to 1 o'clock here. So yes, it is 12:45, but it is also a quarter to 1 a.m. in this instant. Now let's look at this clock face here again. And then when the big hand, the minute hand, points to the 12, the 3, the 6, or the 9, we can say o'clock, it's a quarter past, half past, and a quarter to here. So again, I'll just show you here, and maybe we'll go to 12:15. Oops, here. So again, this is a quarter past 12, and then we're going to go down to the 6, and that's half past 12 here. And as you can see, half of the clock has been shaded in. And then we'll just move it back up to the 9. And again, you can see here that it's a quarter to 1 here based on the amount that's shaded. And then if I go all the way back up to 12 here, I've got 1 o'clock, and I don't have AM or PM showing here, so I'm just going to say that it's 1 o'clock here. So that's kind of what I wanted to show you here on how the phrasing goes with an analog clock here. All right, so let's look at some more examples now. So I've got several examples here, and I got the digital clock down here to guide you once again here. So for letter A, and I'm going to follow this like it says with the digital clock. So I'm going to move back and forth actually, depending on what's quicker to get to. For letter A, I've got half past 11 in the morning. So right now I say 12 a.m. If you're thinking about moving back, mistake, it's PM. So you got to go all the way to 11 o'clock in the morning. So we're going to just swing the hands around. That's really beneficial here. So it says that it's half past 11 in the morning. So based on what I just showed you, I'm going to go down to here, and this represents half past 11 in the morning here. And again, using the digital clock for an additional guidance, it's 11:30 a.m. Now, letter B says 9 o'clock at night. So once again, I need to rotate my clock all the way around to 9 p.m. Coming up on 9 o'clock here. So that represents 9 o'clock at night, 9 p.m. here. So you got to read carefully what they're saying here, because it may not, well, you just got to read it carefully or else you're not going to get it right. Letter C says a quarter past 8 in the night. So we know it's still night. So we know it's going to be, well, at this time at night, the only thing that it can be is 8:15. So that represents a quarter past 8 in the night. In most places, by 8 o'clock, it's nighttime. 8:15, it's night. So, okay, so let's look at letter D here. It says 1:15 in the afternoon. So again, I'm just going to go back to 1:15. And there it represents, using the digital clock, it represents 1:15, and as you can see, it's 1:15 in the afternoon here. So because I got these 4 lines here to also help guide you with seeing the quarter times, whether it's 1/4 or 1/4 here. Okay, letter E says 11:45 in the afternoon. So now we know it's still the afternoon. So I'm just going to go back to, this one's a little tricky because where I'm going to set it on is going to be 11:45 a.m. Okay, most of the time you see it's going to be p.m., but here it says 11:45 a.m. However, the statement for letter E says 1:45 in the afternoon is true because this, in 15 minutes, it will be 12 noon, 12 p.m. here. So, okay, so this statement is true. And again, if you're not sure, I'm just going to move the hands up to noon and voila, 12 p.m. Okay, and then letter F here, we've got 6:30 in the morning here. So again, I'm just going to go back. I think it's a little quicker. And there it is here. Using the digital clock, it's 6:30 in the morning, and that's 6:30 in the morning. Okay, so I just wanted to show you several examples of how to read 1/2 and 1/4, 1/4, because again, using this analog clock, it could be a little tricky, and I just wanted to give you a visual so you could see what these look like with the wording as well. So this is the bonus activity here. And the directions say, write the letter to the matching pairs here. So I've got A, B, C, D, E, and F here, as well as these times here. And all you got to do is just write the letters in the appropriate time here, okay? Now, if you're comfortable reading it and visualizing in your head, go for it. However, if you're still not sure, you're kind of iffy about the times with the analog clock, I will leave this additional link down below, which actually has an analog clock with the digital clock as well, with the same questions. Now, the text is a bit smaller because I wanted to fit the clock in with the text, but rest assured that everything I just showed you with the larger text is the same here. So you can use this analog clock here to help you figure out the times if you're not sure here, all right? And that's the bonus activity for today. And as always, you know I always leave the answer key in the description down below, so you can check out to see how you did. So that's today's video. And again, I'm just keeping with this theme on time. You saw the 12 and 24-hour time previously. So I just wanted to kind of keep following up with that. So that's it for today's video. And as always, thank you so much for spending part of your day with me. And I look forward to seeing you on the next one.